same timing, same time. From TikTok, from YouTube, from Let's go. Time for a 3. 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7. Well said, Manning 55. Let's start the day off right. Uh-oh. Can we highlight a comment? Is that not working? Oh no, Tang. Wait. There we go. Okay. All right. Can I get that one? There we go. Okay. There. Now we're starting off right with a proper 6, 7. Right. We got to do it well. Welcome to CKSK, the Chad Kubanoff Studio Kitchen. I am Chad Kubanoff, and this is my studio kitchen. And today we are cooking the comments. I thought someone was about to walk in. So Cooking the Comments is a show where you pick the ingredients and I have to do something with it. So on a previous episode, are you ready? He's not ready. Tang is so flustered today, you wouldn't believe it. We had a new setup. Things didn't work out, then they did work out, now they didn't work out, and he's missing his cue, but he's coming in right now. Here he comes. Okay, on a previous episode, we had a recommendation for, there we go, oh no, oh wait, there we go, no, almost.
Oh my God.
He's struggling so hard. Give him a chance, everybody.
Yeah.
There we go. The Bun Ryu Gumbo by Eliza. So we did a poll last week. We do a poll at the end of every single show to find out what dish we're going to make. Can you pop up the poll? And the winner of last week, we can see, with 150 votes, I believe it was. There we go. Oh, no. You're out, dude. This is not his day right now. All right, forget it. Let's move on. Tang is the best, I agree. But he often, not often, I shouldn't say that. There are often challenges every week as we add new things to this and improve it. Here we go. There we go. So we saw Bun Ryu Gumbo won with 298 votes, which was outrageous. There was a little bit of a glitch last week where you were able to vote multiple times. So apparently somebody voted really, really heavy for Bun Ryu Gumbo. You can see we have another VIP guest in the house that's covered by, there we go. Here we go. So Tree's in the house today. He's going to be our VIP dishwasher, taking it all down, right? All right. So, okay. What's up, Chef Kyle, dude? So we are streaming on all the major platforms right now, and I no longer care about TikTok. I like you viewing on TikTok, but the platform itself, I'm tired of dancing with their game, so I will just be straight up. We are streaming on YouTube, on Twitch, on Kick, and on TikTok. And today we are going to make the Bun Ryu Gumbo. And later on in the show, we'll get your suggestions for what the next week's challenge or the next week's ingredient list will be. I'll go into that a little bit later. But first, I kind of want to just go over what these two dishes are, what my thought process it was, and how we're going to approach this style. So we're looking at Bun Ryu, we're looking at Gumbo. When I'm thinking about Bun Ryu, Bun is round rice noodle, and Ryu is something like stuff from the fresh water, right? Ryu. Ryu means like from the fresh water.
No.
What's Ryu?
Ryu is like the crab bubbling that they do, and Ryu also means the meatball, the crab meatball.
Ryu means the crab bubbling, like the bubbles that you see from the water.
No, in the soup they have like a foam.
Okay.
Meat, and then Ryu also means the crab meatball that.
Okay, so Ryu, I read that wrong. Ryu is referring to the crab cake that's in the soup itself. That makes sense there? Okay, fine. So in that dish, to me, for it to be a Bun Ryu, it has to include kua or crab. So this is a very unique ingredient that maybe is difficult to find if you're in the West, but here it's very, very common. And these are basically the little tiny rice field crabs. So these little tiny crabs that would be too hard to try to pick the meat out of, they basically just blend them up. Like I've seen certain people remove the heads of the crab and then pound them with a mortar and pestle. And I've seen other people at the market who literally just take the crabs and put them in a blender and just blend it. So that's what we have here. This is the paste of the whole crab that's been blended. There is shell in here, so we're going to deal with this later. But this is the core of the dish, in my opinion. This is the main protein, one of the main flavoring agents, to me crucial for... Whoa, what's going on there? We got a new camera that is acting up. Switch it back. There we go. We'll figure that one out. But this is the main flavoring. Beyond the core, for me, bun ryu always has to have mam tom, so we have a shrimp paste here as well. We're going to be using that a little bit later. Also in bun ryu, there's usually some sort of... Whoa, Tang, I like this shot. Very clean shot. In bun ryu, there's always some sort of meatball, some sort of pork element, and tofu as well, and tomato as well. So I have all those components. Then beyond that, for a gumbo, with a gumbo, I'm thinking of a stew. A stew or a soup, I think the thickness can vary depending on where you are, who's making it. But really the main core of that to me is toasted wheat flour. So like really, really, really heavily caramelized wheat flour in a roux, which is a very unique technique. And I'm excited to do it today because I've actually never made a dark roux like this, as dark as this will get. And I've never made a gumbo, so I'm excited about doing this. Today we're going to take the approach of we're going to make a gumbo, present it in a gumbo fashion, but it's going to have the flavors and the background of bun ryu. So that's the goal. We're going to start forward. There's going to be a lot of things going on today with different pots and components. So we're going to get started pretty quick here. I'm going to let Tang get his B-roll shots, get him beauty. I'll take a second to look at the chat going on here. Bun ryu gumbo. What is gumbo? I think we just went through that. Sammy D, I can't find any nem chua here. I want to try it so bad. Nem chua is a top tier. I love. Actually, I think for some people it's going to be foreign in flavor, but the more you eat it and get through that kind of like, wow, I just don't understand what this is, the more you appreciate it. Sammy, where are you from? Where are you looking for that nem chua? You can't find it. Most Asian supermarkets will have it in the freezer section now. Okay, so Mug Spoon 42, Rio Kua. Rio is the word we were talking about. The name of the dish is called Bun Rio, and Kua is crab. So Rio Kua needs crab meat mixed with crab roe or the crab intestines. Okay, let's get started.
I might be wrong though.
Oh,
Vietnamese in the chat. No, what's
Tang is not 100% confident with his definition of Rio.
All right, it's different from the north and the south.
What's up, little man? You okay? Okay, so I have a little pot here that I've been boiling some pork belly in for about an hour and 15 minutes since I walked in the door. So now I have basically a pork stock, and I'm going to remove this pork belly. I'll tell you what, this young man over here behind the camera is quite flustered at the moment. Quite flustered. We got a new camera set up. We got a roving cam. See, this is his new camera look that he can control. But I wish I could show you what it looks like for him. He's got this big giant thing he's holding. So the pork belly I pulled out. There's his big giant setup. So every week we are trying to make this better. We want to make this system better. And I appreciate all the positive comments here. Quality of this live is so good. Thank you so much. Pork belly's out. Pulled it out. I'm going to let this cool down. We're going to cut this later. And I did this mostly because bun ryu is always going to have some sort of pork element. And I wanted some sort of stock. And most of the time when I see gumbo, it's like with chicken and sausage. But chicken didn't feel appropriate for bun ryu, so I wanted to make the pork stock. So we got the pork stock. All right. Now, the next thing I want to get going is this kua ryu, or the kua. So this is the chopped crab, right? We're going to take some water. I should have got a cup here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. So I'm going to take a little bit of water and I'm going to thin this crab mixture out. And I just want to mix this through. It's not really that important how much water you put in or how... I guess I should say don't be afraid to put too much water, I guess is what I'll say. Because this is going to get cooked and all the protein in the meat is going to collect. So I just want to distribute the mixture evenly. Okay, and at this point I'm going to strain it. Sammy D was talking about the nemchu again. You can make it. You totally can make it. You can buy some like pre-mixed seasoning packets for the pink salt that you need to make it. You could definitely make it. Lorgare, are these rice field crabs similar to soft shell crabs? No. No. It's almost like it's a brown or it's kind of like a black crab, and it's more similar to an ocean crab, like a blue claw, but just very small. Very small. All right, so this has been mixed with the water. We're going to strain this out, and I'm just trying to move all the shells because, again, this is literally just like the whole crab put into a blender. So all these shells are getting strained out now. And I'm going to go ahead and mix this with water one more time and make sure I extract all the flavor and all the goodness. Okay. And we got David over here. It would be amazing to work for you as a fan and have a work visa to stay in Vietnam while making an income. That's my dream. Yeah, that would be really cool. I can't do that. I'd have to, providing a work visa is extremely difficult right now. I can't do it. It's not something I can do. Okay, so we're going to keep mixing this up. Do one more round. And you can see how the color got like instantly distributed in the water. So obviously there's some flavor left in here. There's some meat. Okay, so we'll strain this out one more time. And I'm just going to try to push these shells through. But I just think this was a pretty cool technique in terms of using an ingredient that seems really hard to eat. Where you could imagine, I'm sure this started from, you're freaking hungry. You found some tiny crabs that you are too hard to pick, so let's just blend them up and put them in a soup because I'm hungry and I need food. And then all of a sudden we get to use an ingredient that was almost inedible, and now it becomes edible and we get to use the flavor. So I like the technique a lot. I think it's very intuitive, or not intuitive, but what's that word? No, I don't remember. Anyway, so now we're gonna put this on the stove. And we're going to bring this to slow simmer. And we should get a raft. The crab should come together, clump together in almost what they would call a crab cake. And then we'll strain it out from there. So you can totally see, like Mugspoon 42, seeing you prepare the crab reminds me of my mom. And I saw this done for the first time in the countryside, and my sister-in-law made it. So that was the first time I ever saw this dish done. And this is just... So far, this is traditional Bun Rio technique. Innovative. Thank you very much. Very much. Thank you, Richard. Yes. I think blending the crabs, whatever time that was discovered or created, was a very innovative idea. Okay. And now the other part, when we're building a gumbo base, everything gets fried in the oil, and then from there they build the roux out. So that's kind of what we're going to do. We're going to fry our stuff in the oil to start building the gumbo base. So for me, Bun Rio always has tofu. One of my favorite parts of the dish. I think if you haven't been to Asia yet and had like tofu over here, tofu kicks ass. I love tofu. It's not. I think if you're just from the States and you haven't seen tofu done in cool ways, you may think it's a boring ingredient, but I freaking love it. I think it's a wonderful ingredient. So I'm going to cut these in what I would feel like is a medium-sized cube or medium-sized dice. Because I'm just thinking about the final gumbo dish, and that's usually the proteins are kind of chunky. So I wanted to do these, not too big, not too small. I feel like that's an appropriate size. All right, I'm gonna move my pork stock. I'm gonna have a lot of pans today. Let me pull the pork stock behind me. Okay, and now I'm gonna, Tang, you can get a shot over here. Let's look at this crab for me. Come above for me. There we go. Can we get a little zoom? There we go. So we can start to see it almost looks like eggs, where like you're at scrambled eggs and it starts to get tighter and forms into a cake in some way or an omelet. This almost looks like an omelet. You can see around the edges here, it's starting to change the color a little bit and get a little more clumpy.
That is called the real.
This is the roux itself. Okay. Well, can you make brio with a different ingredient? Can I make it with shrimp? You can look, young man. It's all right. You just don't be like the weird voyeur. You can come. If you want to see it, that's fine. You can look. Go ahead. Interesting technique. Weird dog. Chad, can we get Tang in the normal videos? I think we're doing this step by step right now, and just getting him to taste is already pushing his comfort zone, but we'll get him more and more. Exactly, Richard. Looks like soft curds for me. Exactly. Mug Spoon, we need a cooking show on TV. Well, yeah, I was going to say this is the cooking show, but yeah, on TV. We'll get there. We'll get there. If we keep building this up, we keep doing this every week, then all of a sudden Netflix will be like, hey, we like your show. Want to do a live show on Netflix? And we'll say, no, we work by ourselves. We're a small knit team.
I'm not going to sell out.
And we might sell out. If they offer me enough money, I'll sell out. No problem. Yeah. Daddy wants a new guitar. Okay. I'm going to throw the the roux on the smaller burner and let that go on low heat for me. And now I'm going to get my frying pan over here. And I just wanted to do it in this pan for it would be easy to you to see, but it may be a little messy for me. But I just want to make it easy. So for the fat, I'm going to use pork fat. They typically would use oil for gumbo, but pork fat seems appropriate. And we're going to use a decent amount. By decent amount, I mean a good amount. By a good amount, I mean that amount. This is going to be, we're going to build our roux with this fat later, so I want to have a good amount in there. And I'm going to get this hot, and we're going to start frying our tofu into that. ThetaCon, you doing great on here. Thank you. I appreciate that. Don the Dream, not selling out, selling up. Okay, I'll take that. Okay. So I want to get this pan hot. Oh, there we go. Okay. And I want to get this tofu nice and crispy. We're going to start frying this in a second. Kevin Pham, I watched my YouTube recap and you were the top watch, dude. That's awesome. I appreciate the support. I'm glad you're liking what I'm doing over here. Trying to keep things interesting, trying to keep it real. I'm going to throw the tofu in now. It's probably a little bit early. It's cold, but let's move forward. And it doesn't really matter. I mean, I don't think the tofu is going to stick with this much fat, so we can take our time and fry these nicely. I just know this dish has got a lot of components, so I want to get them moving.
This just is one of the most heavily ingredients.
There's a lot of stuff going on in here. Yeah, it's a lot. And I like the idea that I'm kind of going to just do everything right here in front of you, so I think that's cool.
Before, Jim, you said you never ate gumbo before.
Huh, yeah. No, I never made gumbo before. I think I tried it in culinary school. I don't remember. But I'm very excited to do it now. I like the flour thing. I think the roux is really cool. Oh, I'm just lighting my burner. So I guess this will be, I'll let you get that shot. This would be a good time to kind of explain, cook in the comments while we got a minute or two. If I can get this. There we go. So, for this show and for next Friday, you put your ideas in the chat. And it could be, I usually try to say around 3 to 5 bullet points. Could be an ingredient, could be an emotion, could be a cuisine, could be anything. And I'll make it happen. Or what it's been recently, like it's been coming up recently a lot, has been dish concepts, like this thing where we're having a bun rio gumbo. So if you have any ideas that you want to see me try to pull off for Monday, start putting in the chat below, and then later we'll pick the most popular in the chat, and then we'll vote on it, and at the end of the stream to figure out what Monday is going to be. I will say, before when I did this, it was always in lists of ingredients or lists of emotions or things like that. And last week we had an idea for crab, squid, cream cheese, and rice wine, which I thought was a cool idea. But if you have a dish that you want to see done like this bun rio gumbo, or if you want to see a pho risotto was something that was pretty popular last week as well, start putting in the chat. Let's start looking at it. If you see something in chat that you like, write it again so we can see it, repeat it often, then we'll figure out what's the most popular. All right, so I'm going to turn the heat down on the tofu a little bit. I want to get this crispy but not burnt. We can take our time with it. And the roux is starting to boil. So the cake should be almost set and forming. Okay, now I got to pay attention. There's a lot of stuff on the stove. Krupp Viet. Gotta fix your YouTube link on the Kick page. Krupp, thank you very much. And I love that you're on Kick right now. I'm very excited to build a Kick Boy page out. Krupp Viet, first eel po' boy, now gumbo. A lot of Nolan Viets watching you. That's cool. Yeah, it's interesting how many southern United States dishes we're seeing now getting recognized. Bummer. That's what happens when you got wet items in oil. If you do fry tofu, be careful. This is why normally I would have done this in a bigger pot too, but I wanted to be easy for you to see inside. That's why I'm using a shallow frying pan, but I wouldn't recommend it for what I'm doing right now. All right, so this is frying. We can see this crab. Can you get a shot of the crab over here, Tank? We can see this boiling now. I'm going to bring this actually to my board. I'm done with this. Okay. So the roux, this sort of raft that form, you can see that here. So this is the actual crab meat. Well, that's the crab meat and it's everything else in the crab too. It's the organs. It's anything that got passed through the strainer, has collected. It almost looks like egg whites, not in color, but in texture and shape and sort of fluffiness, or almost like minced meat. But now what we're going to do is strain this out. And I'm not really worried about the texture of it right now. You can see there's a really small pieces. You could just throw this right in the soup as is, but we're going to make a cake with it. So we'll do that in a second. Let me strain it. So the roux is going to get, the liquid's going to get strained, and we're going to save the liquid as well. I can smell the crab. Okay, so this is going to get strained out. Now I've seen, I guess this roux, this pureed crab is hard to find in the States, because when I see people make bun roux in America, I don't see them use this. They typically will use minced pork and real crab meat, and they use like a crab oil or something. It's like a crab in a jar with oil, and that seems to be the most popular way to produce this in America. But I wanted to show you this because I think it's a cool technique, and it's a cool ingredient. It's probably something you haven't seen yet. Now this is basically crab soup or crab stock, so I'm definitely going to use this. This is going to be our main liquid for the gumbo itself. I'll put everything to the side behind me while we're getting this together. Okay. All right, and now this crab omelet, I don't know what you want to call it. I'm going to throw this into a bowl. It smells very oceanic. It smells very crabby. It smells like bun roux. Your first pot, young man. All right, I'm just keeping eyes on my tofu. Make sure this doesn't burn. Richard, my mom taught me with canned crab and pork-roast shrimp. Yeah, see, that's when I was looking at bun roux recipes that like coming from America, they all kind of seem to have that sort of style. I really would like to see a bun roux done with like blue call crab or the snow crab or the flower crab, like not using roux at all and just focusing on ocean crab. I think that'd be really cool. and just making it really a delicate, beautiful crab flavor, like a much lighter broth, I would like that. I want to try to get this tofu nice and crispy on all sides. Three space between. He's really gotten to know the culture of Vietnam for more than most outside of the country. I'm trying, dude. I love it here. I love it. And for me, it's constant exploration. It's always an adventure. I'm always exploring, learning, so I like it. I like being a foreigner in a new place where every day is discovery. And lucky for me, there's still a lot to see. There's still a lot I'm still learning. I just tried a new dish yesterday called Hunka Kinyang. You know, so even 10 years in and constantly hunting for new stuff, I do find new stuff all the time. I love it. And that was a cool soup, by the way. That was a cool soup. Okay, so this is frying. So now we're going to make our kind of crab cake. So we have the roux. Now typically with this, you're in America or in the West or maybe Australia as well, you're going to see this being made with minced pork. In Vietnam, most of the time you're going to see this made with or like a pork paste. Basically a minced pork that's very finely ground. I'm going to use minced pork today because I wanted this to have a slightly firmer texture and to be slightly more sausage-like, because gumbo will always have a sausage. Not always, but typically we'll have a sausage. So I wanted to kind of be more in that range of texture. So that's what we're doing. So we have the minced pork, we have the crab paste, and then we're going to add an egg. I'm going to crack an egg in here too. So eggs going in. We're going to season this with a little bit of fish sauce. I'm going to go with a little bit of M to the S to the G. And I'm going to go a little bit of white pepper. Okay, we'll mix this up. I'll stir my tofu too while I'm over here. It would be much easier to just deep fry this tofu, but we're in. We're very close on the tofu. Okay, I just want to mix it up really well. Now typically this will probably have, my egg ratio, and this is probably a little bit light. I could probably do a little bit more egg. But again, since I'm not making a super traditional bun ryu and I'm not serving this in a soup, it's more of a stew. I want to make this a little bit more structurally strong or structurally rigid. Firm or soft tofu. For this I do have firm because I'm making like a stew, I want to have a little bit more structural integrity. But typically for the normal dish, it would be soft tofu that's deep fried. But then like, it's so nice, and I prefer that. When you do that soft tofu and you deep fry it, then you get that sort of, you get the protection of the fried shell, which is so nice, but then you still have that super fluffy interior, so I really like that style. All right, now we're gonna take the tofu out. And this is what I'm saying, we're kind of building this oil. So we fried the tofu in here. The flavor, we're going to keep this oil, use the oil again for the next step. Okay, that's going to be there. And now the roux. I'm going to fry this in the pan, which is not traditional at all. So normally this would be either steamed and then sliced, or people would take like little scoops of it and make a meatball and then put it right in the broth, but we're gonna fry it. So this is going right in the pan. I'm not too worried about the shape. I'm gonna cut it later. I just want to have something that's gonna be manageable. So I think this will probably be decent. Something I could flip.
Stream is lagging?
Huh? It's lagging?
Is it?
Stream is laggy. Kin official, not for me. Maybe it's just Bao5413. Is anybody else having lag on the stream? We got one person so far. And where is Bao's watching on YouTube? Huh? He's fine. Anybody else has any lag, let us know. But you can see this cake is now coming together. Basically, it's a crab meatball, basically, over there. TikTok viewers, the lag is fine, no problem. Angel, my favorite type of banh mi. It's a banh mi Chad. And the banh mi that we're going to sell is my favorite kind. This caramelized pork banh mi. I really do like that a lot. What do we have? Honestly, the thing we made on Wednesday, the eel po' boy, which would just be a crispy eel banh mi, that was amazing.
Yeah,
that was amazing. I love that.
that was very good.
But right now, besides for stuff that I'm making myself, banh mi, if you consider that a banh mi, that might be my favorite thing right now, where you get the steak and eggs on a plate and the banh mi's on the side, and then you kind of DIY your own little breakfast sandwich. I really like that. And I haven't had it in a while. Tang, I think we're good. So if no one else is really having lag. Bao, I'm sorry, I don't know what lag you got, dude. I think, but it's on your side. Angel, oh, kind of like a titnong? Yes, the banh mi that we're going to be serving is very similar to a titnong. All right, so let's try to flip this, see if we can do it. I might need a different spatula. Ooh, it's very soft. Let's try. This is going to be hard, this is going to be hard, this is going to be a disaster. I can't do it. Let me get a different spat. This is such a dangerous flip, too. There's so much oil in here. Oh, I can't say that D word. I know TikTok's going to be upset if I say the D word. It's a meat heart. Tang, you see the little meat heart? How beautiful and romantic and sweet. See? How gorgeous. You know why? I was just thinking of my wife when I put the meat in the pan, that's all.
People say you're a romantic man.
I'm a romantic man. I'm a romantic man. I'm a sweetheart, and I'm an asshole, and what am I? A goofball, too. So sometimes I'm romantic, and sometimes I'm not. All right, let's flip the thing. No. All right, let's put it in two pieces. This is too hard to flip. I'm going to cut it anyway. There's no reason to make it difficult for me. Literally, the look doesn't matter right now. And I'm doing it this way, too, to flavor the oil. That's part of this thought, is flavor this oil. All right, we'll let that cook. In the meantime, I'm going to start cutting this pork belly. And the pork belly, I wanted to have it as... Do I want to need all of it? No, I don't need all of it. Let's use half. I'll bring half home. I don't want the skin for this. I know some people are going to be like, that's BS, but I don't want the skin for it. And I'm going to cut this again in cubes. Sort of a similar size. And this pork belly's already been boiling for around an hour and 15 minutes, so it's cooked through completely and it's tender. More tender than I expected. Mr. K from TikTok, what are you making? We are making a bun riu gumbo. So a combination of a traditional Vietnamese dish and a classic Southern United States dish as well. Okay, there we go. Okay, should I want to do more pork? I think that's enough pork. I think that's going to be enough. Alright, I'm going to throw my pork on with my tofu. I'm going to eat a piece of tofu. It's good. Okay. Behind. All right, while the riu is frying gently, I turn the heat way down on this. We can kick it up now a little bit, I think.
Not spoon. Are you going to serve it with bun or rice?
I'm going to serve it with rice. So the bun riu, bun would always have a round rice noodle. Gumbo, I think 90% of the time it's going to serve with rice. And because we're presenting this in a gumbo fashion, I wanted to serve with rice. So we're going to start cooking rice in a second once I pull this out.
What is the best rice to use?
The best rice?
Yeah.
Well, we're using ST25, which is one of the best rice in Vietnam. Apparently one of the best rice in the world, but that is... I'm just a fancy man, so I always buy the expensive rice now. All right, let's pull this crab cake out. I'm just trying to do the roux part of this justice and make this. I think this, it's not bun roux unless you make this sort of crab cake. Although again, it's never fried like this, but that's how we're doing it. Okay. Now we're gonna start frying the pork belly. I want to get some color on that. And while that's going, we're gonna get our little pot, and I got some rice. So we're gonna wash this rice. I don't know how much, just some. We'll wash it. I'm not measuring this. I got the old school finger technique. That's my measurement here. I trust my heart. I trust my fingers. What do you say? Listen to your ancestors. Sometimes the ancestors even help me out when I'm trying to measure with the rice.
Do tổ tiên mách bảo.
What does that mean?
Your ancestor.
Will help you?
Yeah.
Your ancestors will guide you through.
Mugspoon said yes, ST25 is fancy.
Yeah, ST25 is expensive.
I think it's pretty common nowadays.
I think there's a lot of copycats.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of people stealing the brand name. So I don't know if I have genuine ST25 or not, but the package said ST25. And if you're unaware, ST25 is just a particular grain of rice that won some world championships. I don't know what the Rice World Championship is, but it did win some awards a few years ago, and then it became a very, very popular breed here, a variety of rice here. So I washed the rice quickly. I'm gonna go ahead and just finger it. I'm gonna use a touch more water. Okay. And then we'll bring that to the stove, turn that on, put a lid on top, and we'll bring that to a boil and cook it for 20 minutes and turn it off. All right, let's check the pork belly. Pork belly's frying. I want to get it nice and crispy. Again, we're going to take some time on that. Ass soak. 8 p.m. in California. What time is there? It's about 10:30 right now in Vietnam. See, that's what I'm saying, Andrew. It's not my American ancestors. Sometimes the Asian ancestors even help me out. They're like, all right, white boy, here, just a little bit more water will do it. We'll see if I heard them or not today. I might screw it up.
You're part of the family now.
Am I part of the family now? I got the invite.
Ancestor approval.
I've heard I've been invited to some backyard barbecues now. I'll bring the bun ryu. Kay, how often do you go live like this? We do this now, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. Indo-China time, aka Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So depending on what part of the world you're watching from, it will be a different day. But yeah, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 a.m. Indo-China time is our standard schedule at the moment. Here we go. I'm just trying to think. I just want to pour off this fat that's on this. I want to use all this fat that we've cooked with and seasoned and got the flavor for. Okay. So many components. That's why I brought Tree. I knew I was going to have a lot of dishes. I'm going to need that boy's help. All right, now I'm watching. I got my attention on the pan again, so I'm going to turn the heat up so I can get this done quickly. And then we'll move on. Whoa, that one's going to pop too. Did you get hit?
Yeah.
Oh, Tang just got hit. Did you get hit with fat or a piece of pork? Just the fat?
Just fat.
Okay.
I got hit by
Cindy, Chad, I strongly believe your ancestors are Vietnamese. That's funny. I have some thought that in a different life I was born in this country at some point. I don't know what generation, I don't know what decade or what century, but I think I've been here before.
Just remind people to check the next dish you want.
Oh, okay, that's right. So if you have any ideas for the next episode, for dish ideas, for ingredient lists, anything you want to see, start putting in the chat so we can start narrowing the list down, narrowing the ideas down. And at the end of the stream, we'll do a poll and we'll pick the winner for next Monday for the next stream. And if you are on Twitch or if you're watching us on a different platform, but you do have a Twitch account, give us a follow. I think we got 62 followers on Twitch, and I'm pumped. Very excited to build that out.
Last night I checked it was 71.
71? We're crushing. We're crushing. I know there's not that much. You got hit by the oil too? All right, well, let me pull it out. I don't need anybody getting hit now. This is too many people getting damaged. Let's pull this out. But there's not that much cooking content on Twitch, so I think we could be the #1 cooking stream on Twitch relatively soon, which would be pretty freaking cool. Oh, that was a bad one.
Lucky I didn't hit.
All right, we're done with that. No more of that. Pull this out. Again, the deeper pot would have been better for this, and that's what I would have done if we weren't shooting. Although maybe I should have, so I didn't hurt my child and my cameraman over there.
Now chat is seeing all the behind the scenes.
Yeah, we keep it real. There's no bullshit here. Everything's real. That's #1. That's why we stream. That's why to me streaming is the future, because it just this is real. There's no BS. None of this is done pre-recorded. Everything is straight up real, honest. So that's what I like. Okay. Steiner Stew, let's go. I've been a fan for a very long time. I appreciate your support and your long-term conviction. Now, we're going to make this roux. This is the most important part of the gumbo process, is developing the roux. If you don't know what a roux is just fat and flour cooked together, which becomes a thickening agent. I'm just turning my rice pot down. I can see the steam coming out. That means it's boiling. So I'm turning it. I'm even just going to turn it off. I have a pilot. There's a tiny flame underneath there, so that'll be enough heat. We'll turn it off. We'll leave it there for 20 minutes. We'll forget about it. Kay wants to see that fat pop in slow-mo and my dodging technique. All right, flour is going in the fat. So typically, pretty much for every single dish you're going to do this with, you're going to toast this flour for just 2 minutes or something. You know, you want to make a very light colored roux. You're not trying to really make a dark flavor. You're just trying to cook the flour out and then use that to thicken your sauce. So this would be the thickening agent you would use for macaroni and cheese, or basically every Western sauce that's thick. Every bechamel, every milk-based sauce, every thick gravy you've ever seen is done with this technique. But the interesting part about the gumbo is that we're going to cook this for a long time. We're going to cook this much longer than feels right to cook it for. So we are going for a brown roux. It should look like chocolate when it's ready. And you can see that the amount of flour that I put in there. Oh, we got a big boy coming in right now. We got a special guest walking in the door. It's going to take him a minute. He's parking his bike. The amount of flour I put in made this really thick, so I just added some more fat to make it thinner, because I want to have a nice texture to cook this with. What's up, young man? We have the #1 work break spot for Frederick Wilson. This is perfect timing for him in between his jobs. He likes to come in here and have a nice little break.
I love it. This is the best co-working space.
Yes.
I don't know what the police are doing out here. They're towing away somebody's vehicle because like 4 or 5.
The police?
I don't know if police or what they're 4 or 5.
Wait a minute, is this stream going to shift to an IRL stream and go see the police out there? Are we dropping the food content?
How's it going?
We're good. We're cooking a dark roux. Have you ever made a gumbo before?
I think it's really good.
Oh, really?
I used to do it every year for Super Bowl.
Oh, really? Oh, well, that's good. Then I can get your opinion on when the flour's ready to go.
One of the chefs that I worked for was he used to be a trucker.
Yeah.
And then he switched to like being a chef, and he was really, really good with Southern food. And I made gumbo a few times with him, and that really kind of set it in for me. I haven't made it in so long though. Did you pick up filet?
No, not gumbo filet powder. No, because it's bun ryu flavor, so I didn't do that.
I was thinking about that before I came here. And what is in gumbo filet?
I don't know what filet is.
Oh.
Filet's a leaf. I know it's like bay leaf. It is a type of leaf.
Uh-huh.
But so what Fred is talking about in a traditional gumbo, at the end they season it with this powder called gumbo filet. That sounds like Viet. Filet.
Yeah,
It's F. Yeah.
I was wondering if I just been here too long and it's actually gumbo file.
No. It's you spell it. It's F-I-L-E, and it's one of the major flavorings in a gumbo. But I'm not doing that for this because the bun ryu has its own distinct flavoring. That's what we're going to be doing. Okay.
You need to show it. Slow down, is it, Chef?
Huh? Slow down.
Yeah.
You need to. Oh, Tang needs some seconds. Tang needs some time to reorganize here.
How long have you guys been live?
Since 10. Sammy D, smoked brisket goikun, barbecue dipping sauce. Kind of cool. The brisket would be hard for me to deal with. I'd have to make it before the stream, but a kind of cool idea. And I'll tell you right away, I'm excited. I want to see people do goikun. I want to see cool goikun ideas, cool summer roll ideas. Like that, that's an awesome dish. One of the most underrated Vietnamese techniques and dishes to me. They're always delicious. So I'd like to see some cool ideas with that. Okay, let me get my better spatula. All right, so while we're making this dark roux, Tang just got a real moody in here. I like it. I like the vibe in here now. This dark roux is starting to go. So normally for me, like when I see this smell, this sort of color happening in a roux, I'd be like, oh, okay, it's done. Or like, oh wow, this roux is dark. But we're not even close to what the true gumbo roux is going to be looking like.
Are you going to throw it in the oven?
No.
So usually that's how I would have done it.
You toasted the flour or toasted the roux in the oven?
Yeah, I would maybe take it to where you've done and then just put it in the oven and just let it go for a long
that sounds like an easy way to do it. That's probably a very good method. If you have an oven, that's probably good advice because typically this is just going to get stirred for like 40 minutes cooked like this. But some interesting, maybe I should do that. Should I not do it now? I was going to add some annatto seed powder. So this is blended annatto seeds, which is going to be a very popular ingredient used to get color for bun ryu. I'm going to add this later because I don't want it to mess up the color because I want to be able to read this color properly. So I'm going to do all these seasonings I wanted to do, I'm going to do them later.
So maybe maybe you did it before I got here. So where is the bun ryu and the gumbo meeting each other?
I made a crab cake with the crab paste and egg and pork, and then I fried that, and then the oil that I fried that in, that's where I'm building the gumbo base with. I have some fried tofu over here, some fried pork belly. I'm using shrimp paste and all the gumbo component, all the bun ryu components beyond that. So flavor-wise, it's going to be bun ryu. It's basically going to be a thick bun ryu with this burnt roux.
Okay.
And we'll see what happens.
Did you do like a fumet or anything like that? Or?
No. I mean, I used the pork stock from boiling the pork belly, and then I'm using the crab soup from making the crab paste.
Oh, cool. So a lot of like bun ryu components, maybe a bun ryu, more of a bun ryu broth than thickened with this dark roux.
Yeah, a bun ryu broth thickened with the dark roux, correct. And they were served with rice as a gumbo would be. And we're going to use one particular vegetable for gumbo as well. Don't burn the roux. I got you, Weird Dog. I got you. I'm going to try not to. I'm going to do my best not to do that. Because you can see that this is already getting dark. But I know it needs to get even chocolatey. So this smells really toasty already. But I'm told longer.
Looking like caramel.
Yeah, and it gets darker than this. It looks like chocolate when it's ready to go.
Longer set on Twitch.
On the Twitch. You can just say Twitch. I'm not playing these games with TikTok anymore. We just talk freely. Okay? I don't know what's going on. Red curry goikun. That sounds good. That sounds cool. I like that idea. We don't have we don't have long enough on this stream for a proper roux. I disagree. So I was told this roux should be about a 40-minute process. That's what I'm saying. And I'm about to cut my other veg, and I think by the time we're there, we're going to be there. Because I have the broths already made. I think we're going to be there. I'm not worried about timing. But my own instincts are like, dude, this is dark. You're about to burn this flour. You better stop. But I know I need to keep going longer. Well, so while this is going longer, I'm going to start cutting my veg that's going to go into here. The heat's as low as I can go. I'm just nervous about this. Okay, let's start cutting the veg. So typically for a gumbo, it's going to be seasoned with Holy Trinity, which would be onion, celery, and bell pepper. We're going to kind of do that. We're going to do shallot, chili, and celery. So kind of that. Wow, I can't believe I'm so nervous about this. It smells really, really, really toasty. I'm not sure how well this toasted flour, this dark roux is going to go with all these flavors. We're going to find out. But we got to move forward. It's not a gumbo if you don't do this process. So I'm very intrigued to see how this works out.
It looks like milk chocolate.
Yeah, it kind of looks like caramel. Yeah. But this is going to slowly get darker and darker. And I'm going to go ahead and but small dice my celery. Okay. Whoa, I like it. How about a shepherd's pie with can kwai ma ingredients, like taro mash topping with a pork filling? I like it. Cool idea. I did like a fish pie with mashed potato and kwai ma on top, like piles. For a pop-up. That was a cool dish. But I agree. I like that thought process. Pastrami, corned beef, Fiat flavors, egg, and a homemade bagel. I've been making bagels. I made a batch of bagels, sourdough bagels last week, and they're in the freezer, and they're pretty kick butt, so I'd be into that one too. For, what do we got? The randomness, just let him stir the roux. I'm worried about Tree stirring the roux. It's super hot. It's super hot. I could see him getting it on his skin. I'm a little concerned about that. Okay. I'm just going to come back and stir this every once in a while. Let this slowly deepen in color. We are now beyond my comfort zone, but I'm going to trust the process. Now I'm going to listen to my American ancestors. All right, let's cut the celery. Okay. Then we're going to do shallot. Yo, I like this one too. Summer yuzu, coconut. Is that banhui? Is that like, what is it called? Like, banbo, bannam, that kind of stuff? That's interesting. All right, so I got some shallots. Obviously, these are kind of hard to cut well with a small dice, so I'm just going to cut them in smaller pieces. I like this too. See, this is the kind of stuff. Western bun sao with omelet ingredients. Cool. If there's anything you see in the chat for food-wise or recommendations, just repeat it so we can see that's what you're interested in, and then we'll narrow that down for the poll later in the stream. Is that a stainless steel pan or a carbon steel? It's carbon steel. Oh, this one, I'm sorry. The one I'm cooking the roux is in stainless steel. I do have a carbon steel pan here as well, which I love. But this one's stainless. Alright, so again, just keeping the shallots, small dice. Hard to cut these nice, but it's not really a big deal for what we're doing. Come back and stir this roux. really dark. And I know we still have much farther to go. It's so interesting. Okay.
Carol Kubanov.
Carol Kubanov's in the chat. Yeah. Oh, Nana's asking, are you helping out Daddy? Yeah, he's doing dishes today. I knew today was going to be a heavy pot day. And I'm tired of doing the dishes at the end of the stream, so I wanted to get Tree here. We'll see how he does. If he does great, he gets his iPad back. That was the deal. He can play Minecraft again. We'll see. H Dang, yes, we are cooking Bunryu Gumbo. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit more shell. I'm sure. Mm-hmm. I am the chef. You're right, young man. American... Oh, that's a good idea. Was that the one you saw?
This is dangerous.
Which one?
Bún đậu mắm tôm.
American barbecue as bundao mom tom. Is that what you saw?
Yeah.
And we both saw that. That's a cool idea, too. American barbecue as bundao mom tom.
It's kind of dangerous.
Why is that dangerous?
It's like the bánh mì Wellington.
No,
It's
no.
so dangerous.
No, I don't think it's dangerous. No, I can do that. Trey, enough. Tree, or Chef, Dark Knight, turn off the heat and the roux, let it carry over. Really? But I need this going. We need to move forward. I feel like as long as I'm just here and come back to it every couple seconds. It's getting darker. I like this idea too. I like this idea of a persimmon chutney. Persimmon chutney is cool. With raita, that's cool. Naan, gasao, sa'ut, raita, persimmon chutney. Gasao sa'ut is chicken stir fried with lemongrass and chili. That would be a cool dish too. Oh, we got another repeat of the American barbecue's bundao. Okay, so that's getting on there. Okay, all right. I think I'm cool with the shell. Let's call it a day on the shell. And now there's something interesting I've seen with people making gumbo is they add the garlic like halfway through. They don't add it in the beginning with the shallot and the celery. So I'll follow through with that. I don't know why they talk about burning the garlic. Doesn't really. I don't see burning the garlic as an issue, but I'm not going to question the classic technique. So I want to go ahead and just mince the garlic. By mince, I mean roughly chop. Goikun, smoked pulled pork, peanut barbecue sauce. And of course, you know, I'm down with the Viet stuff and I can always kind of make that work, but it doesn't have to be Viet if you have a different idea or just want to see some ingredients be put together in an interesting way. Alright, we're chopping. So at this point, we're pretty... Oh, big pieces. Pretty typical for a gumbo, and now we're going to bring some of the bunryu into this. Alright, let's see. Continuing. I'm going to trust. I'm really curious just to taste this kind of as is, even though I know we're very far away from where it should be. Okay, I mean, it doesn't taste burnt. It just tastes deep and nutty. Kind of tastes like the crust of bread. Like just the crust. We can go longer. Okay, so for the bunryu part of this, we're going to use tomato, which would not be typical, but bunryu always has tomato. So we're definitely going to add that. And I'm going to go for that small dice. Peel a tomato. I thought about like juicing the tomato and kind of using that as a liquid to make the stock. But then it felt like I should have pieces of tomato because the bun ryu is always going to have wedges of tomato. So going through and dicing this small. Get down. How about a unique version of fried rice? We could have Uncle Roger judge it. Maybe I just make fried MSG. Maybe just MSG in a pan, just fry it. Oh, Fuyo! Do you have a knife guy or do you sharpen them in the studio? Kind of Kina is asking. I sharpen in the studio, although you can see this tomato right now, I need to sharpen. If I can't get through the skin with 0 resistance, this knife needs to get sharpened. Although probably I just need to throw it on the steel, it'll be fine.
You know what? My mom used the bottom of
The plate?
the plate.
Yeah, that's not...
sharpen
It works. It's not the best thing, but it does work. It's better than nothing. Oh. Word on. Chad, Creole Gumbo has tomatoes, so that's perfect. Really? I didn't see that. I looked at quite a few gumbo recipes. I didn't see tomato being used. Maybe did I totally overlook that, or is that just a different style I didn't see? But the ones I saw were really just like chicken and sausage and some shrimp variations.
Tell Savo on Twitch, what are you making tonight?
Talsava on Twitch. We love Twitch. We're making a bun ryu gumbo. So a classic Vietnamese soup, crab tomato soup, but in a gumbo style. Okay, so what about this idea? Vietnamese coriander, garlic, ginger, fish sauce, chili oil, salt and pepper like a pesto or chimichurri. Well, that's easy. You can give me the ingredients for a sauce and just do whatever I want with it. I can do that. I could find a cool topping to put that in. We can make a pesto and put it on bone instead of spaghetti or something and serve it with grilled shrimp or something like that. That would be cool. Or even grilled fertilized duck egg. That would be cool. Tail, set up your affiliate. Okay, I will do that. I will do that tonight. When we're done the stream, I'll figure it out. I'll spend some time on Twitch and figure that out. Roux still gonna be a little bit of time. We'll finish cutting the veg. So I know a lot of people. I don't know if gumbo would have to have okra. Does it have to have okra in your head, Fred?
No, not necessarily.
No. Okay. I kind of thought gumbo always had okra, and I like okra, and I thought it'd be cool to put it in here. So we don't really see okra with bun ryu, but we do see it with canchuas, which is kind of similar. So that was my thought process. Let's do the okra. If you guys have had gumbo before, do you think okra is necessary for gumbo? I'm curious. Adam Din, use dried shrimp and rehydrate it for the crab shrimp balls. I did not use dried shrimp for this. I did not. I thought about it. I thought I had enough components in here already, flavor-wise, so I did skip on that, although that's quite common. Yes for okra. That's what I thought. Yes, okra. No question. That's what I thought. Fred tells lies.
I just really can't remember. I can't remember the last time I ate okra, cooked okra. But I mean, I said no because I didn't think you were going to put it in there. I thought it was going to be a Chad Kupinoff where you do whatever you want. So
I've seen people on making the gumbo who said like they don't like okra, so they didn't put it in. But I thought it was pretty
if somebody
standard.
gives me a bowl, that's where people get so, I don't know, strict about things. Like somebody gives you a bowl, there's no okra in here,
Yeah.
This is not a gumbo. Like, shut up. It's a gumbo.
Okay. Next. So you can see like this will become a very chunky sort of stew. And just for another vegetable component, for the bun ryu is always going to have water spinach. So, but served shredded on the top. What I want to do is cut it small and throw it into the stew so it kind of braises down. So I'm just going to go through and cut it crosswise, which is a very untypical cut for this here at least. But I want to keep everything sort of small and eaten with a spoon, so I want to have this smaller texture. Am I using the leaves? That's a good question. No, I don't think so.
Ooh.
What?
Somebody said partner can multi-stream.
What's that?
Partner with Twitch can multi-stream.
A partner with Twitch can't multi-stream? Well, Twitch, we're not going to be partners then, dude. You better pay me a lot of money if you don't want me to multi-stream, but I don't think that's happening. Gumbo means okra? Steve-O225, gumbo means okra. Has anybody got any opinion on that? I haven't heard that before.
No. Gumbo, they
say that there is a gumbo season, and that kicks off. I mean, that kicks off when okra is coming into season as well. But also it coincides with fresh Gulf oysters, shrimp, and blue crabs.
Oh, fantastic. Michael was saying apparently in Vietnam we produce a shit ton of soft shell crabs. That they have this season to molt soft shell crabs is 4 times a year here, every 3 months, which is, but I don't see anybody eating it.
Is that the blue swimmer?
Yeah, but the soft shell style.
Mm-hmm.
Evan, Austin Love Production. Thank you. We are working hard. I'm from Louisiana. Okra is not necessary, but African origin has okra. Okay. Another compliment on the production. Appreciate that. Gumbo comes from a West African word, Kingumbo or gumbo, which means okra. Interesting.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Tang, the color is getting better. Are you talking about the roux or the color on the cameras?
I don't know.
But the roux is getting there. All right, so I have the stuff I need to get prepped is prepped. So I'm gonna turn the heat up a little bit so I can watch it, and we'll finish this right now together. Start moving on. Surf and turf, goikun, crabbing the turf. If you see any food ideas in the chat you like, repeat them. If you have any ideas, put it in the chat so we can figure out what Monday's dish or challenge will be. And so far, I gotta say, I've been impressed with the ideas. I like the ideas that are coming through the chat. They're pretty cool. Oh, that's Sammy again, dude. Sammy's got a lot of good ideas. Okay, so this is starting to smell even more toasty. Once I kicked at that heat, the aroma really popped up. And I'm just going to try to keep this moving because now this heat is pretty high at the moment. And if there's a shot you want to see, let us know. Tang's over here. I wish I had we need a Tang camera so you can see him like running back and forth, trying to touch and manipulate all these cameras. Can you Viet a simple Italian like clams and white wine? Absolutely. I would love to make that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Turn the heat up. Can't walk away. Okay, I gotta turn this down. I would love to make a clam pasta. I've been thinking about it. The clams here are freaking good, and I've wanted to just make a simple clam pasta. So that would be a cool idea. I'd be so into it. And maybe I would just do it, you know, if I could do it classic using Viet ingredients but with Italian flavor, or I could Viet it up too. Either way it works. This is getting dark. I think we're close now. This sure feels close. It sure smells close. I'm going to try to take this as deep as I can without freaking out. And I'm getting close to freaking out, so that must mean we're close.
Let me see. I don't think you're close at all.
Not close at all?
You're supposed to be black.
Holy crap, dude. I know I've heard that, but I'm still like... I have never made a roux.
That's why you put it in the oven for like 2 hours. I know that that's not an option for you in a live stream now. I would just keep, while you're doing everything else, just keep letting it go.
Darker than that. God damn it. This is like really starting to get toasty. And now I'm fighting my instincts. I am fighting my instincts. Which I don't like. I trust my instincts. Okay, I'm getting nervous.
If you still use it, it's not going to be, you know. And maybe black isn't.
Yeah, maybe black is too much for the Bun Rio.
Yeah.
All right, I'm calling it here. You can think I'm terrible and didn't take it deep enough, but that's it, man. I'm worried. That's it. I'm calling it. Turning the heat off. All right, so now we're going to throw in the veg. We're gonna start with the celery and the shallot going in. Ready for the switch. Here he goes. Switch. Boom. All right, so now we're frying the celery and the shallot. Okay. All right, so now once we do that, we're adding moisture to the pan. So this will slow down the cooking. We're gonna keep this frying.
It looks great. The cool.
Dark Knight, you were freaking me out. Great save. I was because I'm really that darkness of flour, that darkness of roux. I don't have that flavor built into my brain. I don't know how that's going to compare with a bun ryu.
What were they saying? You were taking it too far?
No, well, one guy was panicking that he was freaking out. It was getting too dark. But I know for the gumbos that I saw, it was darker. I know it was the darker.
These are the images of it, right?
Yeah,
here.
it's like black. Yeah. I've seen it. Just make sure to cook out your roux with your stock. Yeah, please. You can wash all of it. Yeah, you can bring a bag over to the sink and use it as a small trash can, because the other trash can doesn't have a bag in it. Okay. So here's a bag. You can use this one, buddy. Use that as your trash bag. Okay. Thank you. All right. Well, this looks good. It looks like super glossy. It kind of looks like. Wow, it smells good. Wow, it smells good. It kind of looks like the Korean black noodle that you eat with the sweet and sour pork. It looks like that a little bit. Jack B, wow, yo, W Sun employee, you just got to win. He's doing well. When he's in here, he does get paid, so he is an employee. Dark Knight, I'm sensitive to slight bitterness, which dark roux has. Sammy D, I'm a chef as well. Chad, hope you get to cook with you one day. That's why Sammy has so many good ideas. This is H Dang. Do you think making card cakes is an interesting idea to replace sausage and gumbo? What's a card cake? Card cake? Crab cake? Was that just a misspelling there? What did you mean by that, Dang? This smells freaking good. And this is a new aroma to me. I like this smell. I like the look of this. I like how shiny it is. It really does look like black bean sauce.
Dad,
Yeah.
my nose is really good.
Do you like the smell of it?
Yeah.
I love the smell of it. Okay, so the celery and the shallots are frying. At this point, I'm going to add the tomato. And once I add the tomato, now I'm going to add the garlic because I'm not worried about that burning because now there's tomato water coming in. So the temperature will drop. And now I can have the heat a little bit higher because I've added additional moisture to the pan so there's lower risk of burning. Flower pot. Is this a restaurant? No, this is not a restaurant. This is the CKSK Chad Kubanov Studio Kitchen. Way to go on the Y there, Tang. Nice job being prepared. No, this is not a restaurant. This is just my spot. Sometimes it's a pop-up space. I bring guests in here, but most of the time I'm just cooking by myself. Or cooking some friends or cooking for people who just stop in between jobs.
We got a
Vietnamese-style nachos. I like that. Fantastic. I totally want to know what he did to lose his iPad. True. Do you want to tell him what you did? Do you want to tell him how you lost your iPad this time?
I like about 4 things.
Do you want me to tell him, or you want to keep that private?
Kind of.
You don't care? Okay. We were playing a board game, and he was supposed to read the instructions, and he just pretended to read the instructions. Like he was looking at the instructions, pretending to read, and just lying about what he was reading. So the game didn't start off well. And he did that purely because he just didn't want to read, and he wanted me to read the instructions. A Dark Knight.
we got a suggestion from Twitch.
For a dish?
Right, it's here.
Where? I don't see it. Whoa, what is that, Kina? Pho Agusi. Vietnamese noodle soup with Western African melon seed stew, kinda further honoring gumbo's origins. You know what? I think Fred had tried that Agusi seed. Did you try?
Mm-hmm.
Was that your Nigerian friend?
Yeah.
Yes. So that melon seed, Fred did try that recently. There's a Nigerian community here, and I remember Fred telling me that it was a weird flavor, right?
It was a really very, very bitter, extremely bitter, and very strange flavor. And it gives it a texture. It gives it
a thickness?
Yeah.
So that actually, if you guys are interested to see that one, that might be possible. I might be able to find that seed. We can ask Fred's friend. So I guess that's available. But I'm not positive I could find the seed. I'd have to, it would take a little hunt. But if you want to see it, I could try. Okay, this is looking good, smelling better than I expected. Who's a Tree. Tree's a born corporate exec for just lying while reading. Sammy D, American fried chicken banh mi. Of course I'm going to like that. There's no way that's not going to be great. EA, how does one earn entry to CKSK? Well, that's a hard thing. Very hard thing. Your best chance, honestly, of getting entry or getting into this space is messaging brand engagement at chadkubanoff.com, which is Michael, or messaging on Instagram, the CKSK page, the Chad Kubanoff Studio Kitchen Instagram page. Again, that's Michael who runs all that stuff.
That looks good.
Messaging me is pointless, dude. I'm not getting back to you. I'm not reading it. Sometimes, like probably every 2 weeks, I go through all the Instagram messages or all the TikTok messages, but there's just too many for me to really get back in a reasonable amount of time. So your best chance is to talk to Michael. We've discussed maybe bringing in fans, just 2 people coming in here on a Monday, Wednesday, or Friday in the morning. I'm not interested right now to cook for 12 people. It's too much work. I prefer to cook one thing for 2 or 3 people so I can just focus on you, focus on the dish. But yeah, we have thought about allowing 1 or 2 fans to sit here just as Fred is doing right now, keeping it simple, keeping it casual. I don't have a structure for it. I haven't really thought it out clearly yet. But if you're interested, your best bet is to message Michael at brand engagement at chadkubanoff.com or the Instagram page CKSK. Tell him who you are, tell him why you want to come, and maybe we can start that process going. Okay. I'm shocked how much I really enjoy this smell. It's super nice. Michael, the personal assistant. Not really, but he's much better at communication than I am. Chad brings fufu to the Viet function. I'll try. I know, I'll take the arm workout for it. Okay, so this roux is getting cooked out here. The vegetables are getting softer and softer. At this point, I'm going to add in the pork belly and the tofu. I'm fine with the pork belly getting nice and tender. I want to see that get tender, and I want to see the tofu start to absorb some liquid. I want the tofu to tenderize as well, but I'm not going to do all of it. It seems like too much. Maybe a little more. I like tofu. Oh my God,
Everyone say it looks great.
It looks good. It looks good. It looks like I came into this with about 65% confidence, and right now this is making me pretty pumped. I forgot, dude. I freaking forgot. Okay. I'm going to add the annatto flour, or the ground annatto seed, because this is going to change the color and give us some flavor. And I wanted to add the montom right now. So I wanted to cook the shrimp paste in this at the moment. So we're going to add some shrimp paste in here, and the aroma is about to change. I'll tell you that. Hopefully it's good, though. Okay. So we're going to add a little bit of montom. I don't want to go crazy, because I think I want to add some at the end. Because the flavor of the montom is going to be very different, cooked out for a long time like this, and then just finished. So I want to have some that's cooked into it, so we get that deepness of flavor, the background, and then I want to have some on top so we can get some fresh. Woo! There it is. It just got cheesy. Okay. Now we're going. Okay, I think we can start doing this now. So all of our bigger items are in. Good, good. I'm going to start adding the broth at this moment. So let's strain our broth through here. Always a good idea when you're moving something from one container to another. This is kind of like the difference of just like average cooking to like fine dining. Every time something moves from one container to another, we always strain it. That's kind of standard practice for any sort of fine dining cooking. So this is going to be the crab broth that we cooked the crab paste in. Just going to strain it, why not? So that'll give us a lot of the crab flavor. Very potent liquid. And I have that pork. You got the aroma there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the monton.
Okay.
Fred has headphones in right now, so he doesn't know what's going on the last 3 minutes. He didn't know that happened. He just got his nose just picked it up. And I have that pork stock that I cooked the pork belly in, so I'm going to use that to adjust the thickness as we go.
Ooh, the aroma is strong.
The aroma's strong.
Yeah.
I definitely think this is going to need to get seasoned. I haven't put any salt in yet, but let's just try it as is.
Hắc Đăng said, I guess bún bò gumbo is the next on menu.
Yeah, bumbo gumbo can happen. Oh, I'll throw it out too. From the last stream we did, somebody recommended a Viet chili. I like that idea. I thought that was a cool idea. Okay. I think I'm gonna start. Let's try this pork crab egg cake thing. So this is the roux itself, the kind of raft. Which I'm gonna dice. Or maybe I just crumble it. Oh yeah. Yeah, it tastes. At first you just kind of get the minced meat texture of the ground pork flavor, but then right in the background all that crab comes through. Oh, that's good. That's good. You alright? Uh-oh. I'm looking at this. I'm eating this thing right now. I'm like, this is pretty freaking good. I'm almost thinking make a burger out of this. There's a surf and turf burger. That's cool. Oh, I like it. Okay. I'm just gonna crumble this in. I don't want it to be like diced. I don't want too even. Turning the heat down a little bit. Adding some of the pork stock. Thin out the mixture. And again, I'm gonna put some more of this crab and meat mixture. The roux itself. If you've ever watched Emeril Lagasse growing up, he would say, I wish you had smell-o-vision. And I'll tell you what, the randomness 6499, I have watched a crap ton of Emeril Lagasse growing up. And I definitely, when I was building this studio space out, probably, it was nearly almost 2 years ago, I was watching some old school Emeril live. And I was like, dude, he was the best. I just want to kind of build that. And so I'm just, anytime you start saying Emeril when I'm in this space doing this kind of stuff, I'm pretty pumped to hear that. Okay, this looks like a gumbo. I think that's pretty cool. It looks gumbo-y to me. And it looks, I know what's in here, so I know this is very Bun Rio-like, but gumbo-y in look. I'm gonna season with fish sauce.
Tina has an idea.
Tina?
On Twitch.
You got it? I can't see it.
Yeah.
A cooking challenge. Only cook ingredients that all on the same letter, no exceptions. If you want that, we could do it. If you want it. Only cook ingredients that all on the same letters. I mean, start with the same letter or have the same letter. The only thing that, like, it has to be salt or fish sauce has to get included somewhere. It needs something to season with. Or soy sauce, I guess, too. But that could be an idea. And I guess if you want to see that, was that Tina?
Yes. Kina.
Oh, Kina? Anyway, oh yeah, Kina, I see it now. If you, that's funny, Kina, that was funny too. Now that's a Krabby Patty. That was funny. It is a Krabby Patty. If Kina, if you wanted to see that like only one letter, pick the letter. Narrow it down so we can vote on it. Chad, you should have made a much larger portion because all good gumbos are better the next day. You know, I was worried about the portioning size. I was worried about the final flavor. I don't know if my wife is going to like this. That was part of it. So I reserved all this other stuff. I'm going to cook dinner tonight with it, make something different. But you may have been right. This may have been a mistake to not make more. But that's a cool thing. I can, if I like it, we'll do it again. And I'm sure we'll get another Baka gumbo or Bumba gumbo or something. I'm like, okay, I taste that. It's dark. It's an interesting flavor. And yeah, the roux is in there. I can taste the shrimp paste. I'm debating. It's so deep. It's so dark. It has the shrimp paste in the background. Not crazy, but it's there for sure. I was debating about adding some sugar. But now I'm thinking I was going to top it with some fresh chili. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to top it with the candied chili. I'll show you that in a second. Which is sweet and spicy. So I'm not going to add any sweetness to it. I'm going to add sweetness as a garnish on the top with the heat. I think that's going to be a good way to do this. So now, I think this is probably like the hard part about the style of cooking that I'm into right now, or what Vietnam has done to my palate and my skill level, I guess, is instead of seasoning this to what I think is a delicious thing, I have to think, or what I should say, to what I think is a balanced dish. I have to think about what this flavor is, and then I'm going to be adding lime juice, and I'm going to be adding this sweet chili sugar on the top. So I need to, like, accept that this is dark and brown, but needs contrast, and then add that contrast later. And I think it can be hard when you're thinking that way or cooking that way, where you're separating all the flavors to be combined at the end, to just make it balanced at the end. That's a little bit of a hard part. I think I'll prefer the texture of crab cakes and gumbo. The texture of this is good. The texture of this is good. With the meat, because there's enough meat to hold that crab cake together. I want to see your wife's reaction, traditional versus Chad's Vietnamese cooking. Her reaction is going to be, I like the tradition better, pretty much every single time. S. Oh, so here's Kina. S, since you need salt, soy sauce, and gives you some leeway in that regard. So that's Kina's suggestion for next Monday, is I'm only allowed to cook with ingredients that start with S. That's kind of a fun thing.
Wait, so last time we over soon?
No, why?
Because you said, oh.
Yeah. I was thinking, because all of a sudden I was like, snake, dude. I'm not cooking with snake. F snake. But we could do shrimp. Shrimp's cool. Okay. So I think at this point, texture-wise, it looks good. Flavor-wise, it looks good. There's, like, I'm not worried about cooking, longer cooking. So I'm going to throw in the gumbo now. I'm sorry, rather I'm going to throw in the okra now. And I'm going to throw in that roux mung, this small cut roux mung. Because I want the roux mung to kind of braise a little bit. I want the texture to get soft in there. And we are close.
Yeah, Mug Spoon said you have a leeway because you can do S in both Vietnamese and English.
Oh, that's cool. Oh yeah, I got plenty of space then. Oh, I gotta do it. No problem. Lorgar said, snake and fish herb. No, I will veto that suggestion. Or we gotta get a guest in here who's gonna hate it as much as I will when I cook it. All right, I just wanna double check this rice and make sure I didn't totally screw it up. Uh-oh, we're gonna get a camera viewing just when I open the lid. That's scary. Here's the pressure. Snails! Oh, snails could be an S word. That's kind of cool. Oh, look at the white boy making white rice. That's pretty cool. It can always be a little scary when you're making the most simple of simple things, the rice or the eggs. Because it's like if you screw up the easy stuff, the simple stuff, the core, it's like, uh-oh, that's messed up. But fine.
Yeah, spam.
Spam. There's S's, no problem. There's plenty of S's. But it'll just be fun. Okay. Now, I've seen gumbo soupy. I've seen it stewy. I think this texture is probably pretty damn great right now. But I know it's going to cook a little bit longer. I know it's going to cook a little bit longer with the okra going in. So I'm going to just put in a splash of the pork stock. I think that'll probably be our last liquid we throw in there.
Hey, where's Fred go?
He's probably just outside, just getting ready. I don't know. All right. Now, let's cut our finishing garnishes. So, I got a lot of components to go on the top. We'll do some green onion. And you know what? I think what I'm going to want to do is like this. Let's do it like this way. I'm going to take the green onion bottom, and I'm going to leave these big boys like whole. And I like when we put this in the soup and you kind of get a whole green onion. So I'll put them in right a minute or two before I think the soup is done, or the gumbo's done. And I'm going to cut some green onion. This seems like too much green onion. Let's go for that much. And I got some cilantro too. So we'll just cut this together. Oh wait, here we go. Just have your wife as a guest so she can explain how different your cooking is. We'll have her back again soon. She wants to come back and show off another dish. She had a good time. She'll be back very soon. We got the user 2535037432117. I was the one that requested this yesterday or the day before. Thank you so much, Chad. Well, user 2350374322117. You're welcome.
That is some dedicated.
And I appreciate the suggestion too. I appreciate it. We love the chat. We love the engagement. I love the ideas. The ideas are, when we started doing this show for the first time, not live, when we were just doing it pre-recorded, I was always like, like what are people just going to suggest, like pretzels, M&Ms, and Skittles? Which I would do it. It wouldn't be that fun to me to do that. But the suggestions are always pretty freaking good. Lots of cool stuff. So I love that. I think we're about 5 minutes out. This is looking really good. We're super close. Very interesting. Very interesting flavor. The mamtom in the background is like, there's no way you don't know it's there, but it feels like a part of it. It doesn't feel separate from the flavor. It feels like it just feels like it's one. It feels like it came together. And that's why I wanted to put the mamtom early in the process, so it would have that sort of texture. Whoa. Hensuk Benchang inspired white clam pizza. I love Hensuk Benchang. Hensuk Benchang is a tiny little clam. What's up, my mic? Okay. Hensuk Benchang is a tiny little clam, stir-fried, usually with lemongrass and peanuts, served with a cracker, and you put the clams on top of the cracker. It's awesome, and it would be a cool pizza. Yeah, it's fine, dude. Here, I'm gonna move my mic. Thank you for the awareness of the mic going down. User J2. Hopefully you fixed the voting issue on the poll. Tang says he did.
It fixed. It's fixed. It's fixed.
He says he did. Okay.
Let's see.
We'll find out very shortly.
Am I succeeding or not?
Like right now to me, this doesn't taste balanced. This doesn't taste complete. But I'm imagining, okay, it's going to have the herbs on top. Okay, it's going to have lime on top. It's going to have the candied chili on top. I'm trying to think of all that stuff. I'm trying to taste that in this right now as I'm tasting this. And I think when everything comes together, this is going to be cool. Yeah. I probably want to go a little bit more seasoning. I don't want to use any more fish sauce because when I use fish sauce, I tend to think of it as a deepness and a darkness, and this is so deep and dark already. I'm just going to go straight salt. Does Vietnam do hot dogs or any smoked meat? Hot dogs you can find now. There's sausages here that are they call them hot dogs. It's not really a real hot dog. But you can find real hot dogs as well. They're just very uncommon. And smoked meats is very, very rare. There's a few places that smoke meats. They typically are in the mountains, super countryside, but it's not a normal thing, not a normal technique. So it's always exciting when I see something smoked.
Thank you, Longier. I'm trying.
Huh? Oh. Whoa, like this one. Bumbo Hue ravioli in a spicy sauce. That's cool. Tang nailing it with the ultra close-up. Thank you. We are working on our shots.
Thank you.
Are you doing the Viet chili we talked about in the last few days? Well, you could put it up.
It's
You
on
could
the
put it
board.
up and let's try to vote for it. You putting up the Bumbo Hue ravioli? You can put it up. I like that idea.
There's a lot of options on the poll right now.
You got a lot of poll options?
Yeah.
All right, so let's narrow that down right now while this is simmering because I want to finish
Let's
this.
narrow it out to 8.
Okay, so Tang's gonna narrow this list down. Why don't you read off what you got, or can you put it up? Can you put the current poll listing up right now?
Okay, don't vote, guys. We just
Okay, this is not a voting
This is
time.
not
We're
a
just
vote.
looking at possibilities for the poll. You're about to see the ideas come up. This is not time to vote yet, though. So let's see it. Cue the Tang poll shot. A Nem corn dog is a cool idea, Peter Nguyen. I like that idea. A Nem corn dog, Nem Nung corn dog, cool idea. Okay, so let's see what we got. Tang's getting it. Give him a second. User J2U6Z. What do you mean it doesn't taste balanced? I mean that it's lacking acidity, it's lacking brightness. It just tastes one note. It just tastes deep dark. It's just like that. Where for me, balanced hits all my points. I have sourness, I have sweetness, I have a deeper darkness, I have some brightness, I have like contrast. All right, so here's current options. Do not vote yet. Red curry goikun, shepherd's pie. I like that idea. Shepherd's pie with gankowa, or like with a purple yam on top. Pastrami but Viet flavors, bagel, and this is an ingredient list. Summer yuzu coconut banhui, Western style bansao, American barbecue, surf and turf goikun, countryside thick broth Viet chili. Only cook with ingredients that have the letter S. Hensuk Benchang inspired clam pizza, Bumbo Hue ravioli. If you want to see one of these dishes, or you have another idea that you want to see, write it in the comments right now. We'll look at what gets popular written in the chat, and then we'll do the official poll after that. So if there's something on screen that you like, repeat it in the chat, or if there's something new you want to see, put it in the chat, and then we're going to be watching it closely and see what we'll see what's popular among you guys that you want to see.
Okay, so the maximum option is 11. But we narrowed it down to 8.
Yeah, let's bring it down a little bit. Can you make bochin? I can make bochin. Put it in the list if you want to vote for it. Blindfolded cooking challenge. I don't want to be rude. So the screw you is not directed towards you. I'm just gonna screw you to the wall there. No, blindfold it. No. I need to keep my hands. I like my hands. Okay, so somebody likes the S. Oh, people are voting, but okay. Don't vote. Just write it. Don't vote. Don't type in the number. Type in the actual dish. Starts with an S. What's the thick broth come from the chili? Where's the thick broth from the chili? I don't know. It would be something I'd have to make. Uh-oh. Bumbo Hue ravioli in a spicy sauce. Chili. Ravioli. Surf and turf. What's 9?
What do you feel, Jeff?
Alright, so it seems like the ravioli, the only cook with S, American barbecue bundao mamton. If I did the chili, someone's asking if I did the chili, what bean would I use? My natural instinct would be red bean, black bean, or lotus seed. I'd probably do lotus seed, honestly. That's what I would. Huh? You can share a Coke with friends. Yeah, a little sip, not the whole thing. Oh, really? I don't think it's good. You can try it. Okay, so let's do the pizza, the ravioli, the only cook with S, the Viet chili. What's 10? Oh, the Hensuk Benchang pizza. That's a cool idea. What was the other one that came up that I did really like? I thought was cool.
Name corn dog?
Oh, Nem corn dog's a cool one. Yeah, that's a cool one. But and then from there you can fill it in. Give us 8 options from there. Watch out, buddy.
That's great.
It does look great. All right, so Tang's gonna put the real poll together now, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna finish this gumbo. I'm gonna throw the shrimp in here in a second once we get our cameras going. All right, give me an overhead, or give me a close-up shot here. 5, Bada bing. Okay, so let's finish this out. Green onions are going inside. I got some whole shrimp. They are going inside, peeled already. Now, typically, sometimes I see bunryo with shrimp, like whole shrimp, but that's not super common. Usually, it'll be chopped shrimp, and it might be made into a sausage, or it might be made into the egg cake or the crab cake that we saw before. But the shrimp is going to be used, so it's just not always whole. But in gumbo, it'll be whole, so it makes sense here. Okay, now I'm nervous that Fred is here and had gumbo before, because now we actually have a real opinion on this. Although this one, the mantom really does change the flavor. But so I think this is going to be good. We're just going to wait for the shrimp to cook, and I think we're good to go on this.
That's your gumbo?
Yeah.
Oh.
You think it's crazy?
I think it doesn't look like a soup or a stew.
Does Coke have alcohol?
No.
It
Don't
might
drink
be
it.
more
Don't
like
drink it. Don't drink it.
etouffee or something.
Should I put more pork stock in it? I can put more pork stock in it.
No. Ask the chat. Ask the chat.
I'm going to put a little more.
Sorry, Tang. I took this off because I was eating shit.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, the shrimp's already getting cooked.
It's close. All right, then we'll taste this, and we'll taste for final seasoning. Kick the heat up. I'll grab that candy chili. Yeah.
Oh, if somebody donate, they ask to put more stock in.
They put
That's
more
okay.
stock in?
If
Yes.
they are an option
Oh.
for the future.
Oh, Sammy D said yes, it's more soupy. Okay, I put more stock in. Does that level of stock seem appropriate now? Does this seem like the right texture? I think it's brothy.
Doc, now I ask you to explain the dish first before we vote.
Sure. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Right, okay, that
Yes.
makes sense. All right, so first, we're gonna finish this out. We're gonna try it. After we try it, then we'll vote on the poll for next week. So we'll get to that in a couple minutes. But let's try this. Actually, I like this now. It's even better. I think the shrimp paste was a little strong. It's more subtle that we added that stock in there. Texture, I think this is gonna be cool. And I'm imagining all the other stuff going on top. I think it's gonna be good. So I'm gonna go for it. All right, I think we can assemble. Okay, let's do it. All right, so we need a bowl of some kind. What kind of bowls? No, you're fine.
Jeff, where do we vote?
What's that?
Somebody asked where do we vote?
We're gonna vote where?
Yeah,
When?
everywhere.
So when we put up the poll, you'll be able to vote on whatever platform you're watching on right now. You're just gonna type a number in the chat. We'll get to that in a couple minutes. On YouTube, you'll be able to vote for it just right in the chat. We'll show it to you. It'll work everywhere. It's very easy for you at home. All right, so we're gonna take some rice. Now I've always seen this. They put rice right in there, and they serve the gumbo right on top of the rice. And I've even seen, like, I don't know what style you would call this, but I've seen it where they put potato salad. After they put the rice and they put the gumbo on top, then they put potato salad right on top of that, which is interesting. All right. Okay, let's do it. So, I'm going to do the bunryo gumbo around. Try to keep my rice untouched if I can. Although when I see them do it, they just kind of go for it. They don't play around. I'm going to garnish with a little bit of the cilantro, the green onion, And then of course I want to add, I don't know if it's of course or not, but to me it's an of course. I just want to add some purple perilla. I love the purple perilla. And then we're going to add some of this candied chili. So this candied chili is literally these chilies sliced thin, covered with sugar, and then they keep in your refrigerator for months. So this has been sitting here in my refrigerator easily 3 weeks. These are sweet, these are spicy, very cool technique. I think I haven't, it's something I did. I've never seen anyone else do it, but it definitely is a very common thing for me to do now. Do one more. Okay. And then I'm just going to serve this with a side of lime. Let me get a bowl for Freddie. You want it? You want to eat?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have this.
Get some B-roll first.
You want to get some B-roll? I'm going to make another one too, but go ahead, get your shot. Let me get another bowl too, see if I can make it. Let's give Fred the ugly one, and let me make a beautiful one for the B-roll shots. Here's the ugliest of the bunch. The most beautiful thing. Trey, can you get Fred a big spoon?
Oh, yeah.
All right, Chad, are you jealous that I get to try and check delicious food here?
Like this?
I mean,
You like it?
I think it looks great.
I like the chilies I like on there. The only thing I don't like is the perilla, just because I'm going to try to do the perilla on the bottom next time and put the green garnish on the
And
top.
then if I do get a perilla, I have to eat a whole chunk of perilla.
That's true, that's true. All right, let's get a Fred shot while he's tasting this, and I'll some of this next one.
Well, I don't know if Chad knows. I'm very well versed with Vietnamese food.
Food, let's say that, for a white guy, and bún riêu is not my favorite Vietnamese food. I don't go out of my way for it. So I'm very interested to see if I'm gonna like it, because typically I'm very excited about nearly everything that you cook.
Yeah.
This one I'm hesitant.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm very hesitant.
Well, hesitant is an interesting word.
Especially if you pulled off a banger 10 the other day. You know?
Yeah, that was a good
You
one,
think about, I've
dude.
never given you a 10 on anything, I don't
No,
think. Yeah.
and I'll tell you what, I've been thinking about that sandwich though.
It's good. It was
Oh
great.
man, that was so good. Here, get a Fred shot. Let's see, Fred's eating it. Tang, you're on, there you go.
You hit some gumbo flavor there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I hit some gumbo flavor, I hit some bun riêu flavor.
Maybe? It's good.
Yeah, okay, good is good. Good is good. I think this looks super nice now,
It
actually.
looks nice. Oh,
Really?
this new one that you
This,
did?
yeah, it looks really good. And with the green bowl and the dark brown and then these little super bright chilies of purple, I think it looks really nice.
I'm glad the mum tum's not overwhelming me.
Yeah, the montom's subtle now.
Yeah.
And then if you know, of course I would serve it. If we were really serving this, I would serve some montom on the side if people really wanted to go heavier on it. I like it. I think this looks cool. Jack B, great presentation. Thank you so much. Wish we had smell or lick TV. Option 11 sounds like buncha wrapped with rice paper. We'll get into that later. A born sous chef over there. Love how Tree is on point. Come on, bro. Of course we jealous. This is cool. This is cool. I like the look very much of it. I think it's very nice.
Excuse me, Dad.
Where are you from in the States? I'm sure it said it a million times. I forget. I'm from Pennsylvania. Wonderful PA. What's up?
You don't
dude?
know? That's the Prince of Pennsylvania.
Prince of
right there.
Pennsylvania, baby.
Can I have what's that thing with pork fatty?
That's pork stock. I'm gonna save the stock.
Oh, okay. So you want me to wait?
Spin it a little bit.
Wait a minute, Tang. Where did I put it? I think I put it over near the station, the spinner. I just saw, oh, there it is. Here we go. Here's the shot. We're gonna do it. Everybody, wait for this production value. It's gonna blow you out. Yes. Here we go. The production.
Dang it. Put it over.
What is that? This is the Bun Ryu gumbo. How about I'll put it down so you can get a straight overhead? So you don't see this black on the bottom? Right here. Does that work? How about a light? Tang, I'm coming. Hold on. Whoa. Look at that. Look at that lighting. Badass. It looks good.
Imagine Mom's watching the live right now.
And Nana's watching.
Yes?
It looks good, dude. I'm excited. That looks great. Damn, looking really good. Let's go. And I'm just waiting for Tang to finish his B-roll so I can eat it. Okay, he feels happy and confident. And look, I'll get my nice lighting here. Oh, look at that. Look at that shot. Look at that. Beautiful. So good.
Ow.
All right, you want to try it?
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's get you a spoon.
How was it, Fred?
It's good. I'm thinking about what to say about it. I want to see Chef Chad's reaction.
Hold on, let me get a, can you get that so I can get a hook? You're about to see this short hook coming. This is a Bun Ryu gumbo. Today, we made Bun Ryu gumbo. This is Bun Ryu gumbo. Okay, that's how we do hooks here. Let's eat it. All right, let's try it.
I'm just gonna avoid the chili.
You can avoid chili.
That's amazing.
You like it?
That is-
Don't be lying. Don't be lying. Just tell the truth.
I'm not, that's amazing.
You think it's amazing. Why do you think it's amazing?
It's something I've never tasted before.
Are you telling the truth right now?
Yeah.
Don't act, no camera. Just, if you don't like it, you like it. If you think it's okay, it's okay. If you think it's amazing, great.
This is great.
Great. What do you like about it? You've never tasted before. Okay, so what are you tasting?
Well, the sauce, obviously, gumbo.
Mm-hmm.
And then just the rice. The rice tastes good like that.
Okay.
And the shrimp is really good.
Okay.
It's well cooked.
Is there anything else you want to taste? Sorry, guys.
I'll hit Mike. Yeah, the tofu with the gumbo. Tofu.
Damn, bro really wants that iPad. What are you talking about?
That's funny.
Great job today, Tree. Who was that? Keenan. That's so funny.
That's hilarious.
But seriously,
How about trying it with some bun? I could try. I don't have any bun here. Honestly, I think the rice is better than the bun.
It's good with the rice.
The other idea was to present this as a bun ryu with a dark stock. So if I made this even soupier, then I would serve it with bun, and that would be a cool idea too. I would think either would work.
It tastes so fishy.
Curious to help describe what I'm tasting here. Do you describe it more as a bunryo or a gumbo?
Actually, I've never tasted gumbo, so I don't know what that is. So I can't describe it because this is the only one I've tasted. It's not even gumbo originally.
Yeah.
I describe it
You-
more as a gumbo. It's a confusing thing.
A little confused. But Chad, this is why it's hard when you if you actually come in and you're rating Chad's stuff and you're eating the food. It's because Chad doesn't cook anything that's really bad, or at least never. I've known him forever, and he doesn't cook anything where you go, oh, this is bad. This is good. If somebody at home pumped out a dish like this, you would be like, this is excellent. Like, wow, how can they cook? To me, it tastes like a Chad Kubanoff gumbo or something. Like working with what you have in a way. Because it's good. It's balanced. It's it's a confusing thing. It's really a really good way to put it.
That's hot.
It tastes very familiar, but
yes.
I can't really pinpoint it.
Is it gumbo or is it the Bun Rio flavor? It's almost like you hit it right in the middle, and it's very hard to discern the two.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely Bun Rio elements.
I'm gonna cool my mouth down.
Go ahead. You had a chili?
No. I bit right into a shrimp, and my mouth is on fire. Not because of the chili, because it's hot. It's fresh off the pan.
To be clear, I don't love it, but I think it's good.
Do you have a number?
Oh, that's hard.
Hey, give me another shot. This is not a good shot.
It's so interesting that you can cook something that's like, maybe I don't love it, but it's like you're eating, you're like, damn, this was cooked it was cooked so good.
It's good.
You know? I'm curious, what is your number?
I want you to first. You give numbers first. I give numbers last.
I'm trying to judge your face here, what you're going for. I'm glad that you were kind of like, when you tasted it and you're smiling when I was talking, I could tell that you kind of like felt a little bit the same there. Man.
Like I'm getting the okra, the viscosity of the okra I can taste. And that's not typical for Viet. When they use okra, they throw it in right at the end, and it doesn't have that same viscosity that's created in here. So that's kind of gumbo-y. And the darkness is super gumbo. I think my wife would have a similar reaction to Fred too. She'd be baffled by it, but she would like it, but she'd be confused.
I think like it though.
Yeah.
My wife would come in and eat this. Like no problem.
Yeah, and I think they would. You know what? I'm gonna put a little bit more mamtom on it and see what happens.
I'm stuck. I'm gonna tell you. I'm somewhere between a 6.8 and 7.2. I think I'm somewhere in that ballpark. Just because it's cooked well, man.
Somewhere where there's 6 or 7. Somewhere between there.
Yeah, somewhere in that. But the high 6s, low 7s there.
I'm gonna try. Yeah, I'm gonna try a little bit more mamtom and see what that does.
What? The question here is, what would you think this is, a gumbo or a bun rio?
What?
Well,
it's definitely presented as a gumbo. I would not look at it and think Bun Rio.
Yeah, right.
The flavor is too subtle for a gumbo. No, it tastes like a gumbo. Honestly, Tree, it's very confusing, buddy.
Same.
You just had a small taste of a real gumbo just now, but it's not the full flavor of it.
It's because it's bun rio as well.
There's a little something missing there. I wonder if it's gumbo filet who also impacts that gumbo taste so much.
And that's true too. Somebody just mentioned that you don't like Bun Rio, so this is already like a dish that's not keen for you. And that's the flavors of this. I think part of the reason why this is baffling is because it tastes like a Bun Rio, but like something else. Like the dark roux in there is what really is like, wow, that's different. I've never had that. I just put a little bit more mamtom straight on it.
You like that?
Yeah. Yeah. It got better. I think a little bit more of the mamtom with more lime. And then going in, and then this gets more, very quickly, Bun Rio. I like the saltiness. I think I was at a 7. And with the addition of the seasoning, I think I'm 7.5. I think it's cool. Let's get the man back there. We got
Tang. I'm very curious.
Yeah.
I actually never taste what gumbo tastes like. So
That's okay.
This is a new feel for me. I'm excited to try it.
Let me give you an 8?
Yes.
Oh, thank you for your vote, Trey.
That's
I forgot.
nice, Trey.
This is really good.
And I'm glad you like it.
I just go on camera holding up a number.
Unfortunately, Trey, if you would have given it a 9.5, you would have got your iPad back. So
You
were so close to getting it back.
Whatever.
I'm joking, dude. You're doing very good. We'll see how well you do the dishes, but so far you're doing good.
I did not good. I didn't feel anything.
You didn't feel anything. Good. Okay.
Usually I feel it when Mom says it.
Such an interesting dish, Chef.
Well,
It's cool.
You're always impressive, dude. You're
Thank
always
you so
impressive.
much.
I don't like to talk this nice to you, but you are always impressive.
Fred's been
in the
so
kitchen, buddy.
complimentary the last year. Before that, I never, but now it's coming out. I guess he's getting older. Now he's a dad. Now he's a sweetheart. I'll tell you the one thing: the shrimp are overcooked. Now, at least at my point in this bowl, the shrimp are overcooked. So that part's
thought
not
so.
correct. Right now they are.
I
Well,
would've
yours
thought
were
that.
first, and these are boiling longer. Yeah. So Tang's shrimp are going to be overcooked as well, unfortunately. So it's hard to cook and stream at the same time. And I'm very curious to get Tang's opinion. This will mean a lot. Here, I'll give you that shot. Here, you get the better shot.
Do you think if somebody took a bite of that without you telling them what it is, would they say bunryo flavor?
No. I think they would say, I think they'd say, this tastes something I've known, or this kind of tastes like a dish in Vietnam called bun rio, or something like that, maybe. You know? I think there's...
I just...
Like a
There's
Vietnamese person.
Yeah. No one, I mean, if you weren't Viet, you would have no idea.
Could you sell that on the street?
Would I?
You know what would be cool? There's these cops out there. We should bring them some and let them try.
Do you want to
and see
ask
if
them?
they
Do you want to
like
ask them? That would be fun.
it. Yeah.
Are they still there? Can you peek
I don't
outside and
know,
see if
yeah.
they're still there? That would be cool.
Look cool.
Yes, cool.
No,
Oh, I think the police are gone, unfortunately.
they're gone.
Got
They're
local
gone.
tasting in here.
Hold on, wait. Oh, the chili. And Tang likes chili.
Yeah.
Can I do lime? You like lime too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. All right, and I would use, I'm going to put a little bit more mum tom in there for you. I would grab some of this. Try it first without it, and then I would grab some. Let's see if that you're enjoying that.
Let's see what Tang thinks.
Yes,
This is
very
the Vietnamese
curious.
approval.
Vietnamese.
All right.
Try gumbo before, man.
Go for it. Yeah, go
Let's
for
see
it. Oh, yeah, I can. No problem, dude. I got you. Tree, let me see your mic, buddy. Are you out already?
I'm
Okay.
taking it out. Yeah.
Gotta take your time. Just close your eyes. You get in there. When you take chances to create something new, it's hard to place it. That's true.
You're right. I don't know how to feel.
This is true. Fantastic said Fred wants to use your Wi-Fi. That's true. He wants Wi-Fi, air conditioning, and free coffee.
Fred,
Yeah,
you're right. It's hard to describe what this is.
It's hard to describe, but it's cooked well. Whatever it is,
Yeah.
it's cooked well.
It's a nice combination, but I don't know how to describe it.
What do you taste?
I taste the funkiness a little bit.
You taste the shrimp paste.
It's not overwhelming.
No, the shrimp paste is very subtle, but it's there. That part's good. I'm happy with the amount I use. That it's not going to just scare people away, but you're not getting this without a little bit of shrimp paste flavor in
Most
there.
people would have no idea it's in there.
Yeah, they would just taste something deep and just a unique flavor. So I like that. I'm happy with that level.
It's sweet. It's like eating a curry in Vietnam.
Like a curry. It is kind of
Yeah.
like a curry. Yes. It's kind of like a Japanese curry, that sort of block that you get.
And you know the traditional way in Vietnam, in the end of the meal, we just dump all the
Rice?
soup,
Yeah.
the canh in the rice. So it's
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah, it's kinda like that, yeah.
Yeah. I kind of like it actually.
I thought you might. I thought Vietnamese might really, really like this.
Yeah.
I wonder if this might be one of the first dishes that you've made where I go, like, could you sell? I haven't been here when you do a lot of your Vietnamese stuff. But
Can you use what?
Could you sell? Could you sell that on the street?
Oh, could I sell
sitting
this
here-
on the street?
I'm sitting here eating it and wondering because you took something that is very strong in flavor and pronounced like the brown roux,
Yeah.
and you made it light, buddy.
Yeah.
You're so good at that. you really did.
I like that.
You say it tastes better with the mắm tôm, right?
I like it with the mum tom, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you eat it with the mum tom, or are you trying right now? Mum tom?
I'm trying right now. Yeah, it actually got a lot stronger. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it with that so much.
I think you need a little bit more mắm tôm.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
I
But think-
disagree.
And you dis.
Yeah, so that's why it's cooked in subtly there, and then the fresh mum tom at the end gives it a more brightness.
Let's see.
Cooking with dad is one thing. Fun, yeah. Put him into martial arts and learn to defend himself. He does jujitsu like 5 times a week. So, yeah, he can. 4 times a week, sorry.
I want to do 7.6 so
You
bad.
can do it. You can do it.
I take 7.9.
7.9.
It's worth more.
7.9.
than
That's a
7.9.
really good score.
more than 7 items, more than.
Here's
7.
fantastic. Real question, would you order it again? There's a good question.
Yeah, it's really warmy. It's really comforting. I think this is gonna be my comfort meal.
Your
If I
comfort
want-
meal?
Yeah.
Well, you can have a portion of it. You can bring it home. You can bring home a portion home for Ngop if you want. How about Fred? Would you? Can I get it?
Order it? No.
Ooh, there we go. Not that one. That one. Would you order it again?
I would not.
Would not.
But
Tree would.
also, but these things, I'm always, it's always, I always reflect on it better the next day, to be honest.
Tree, would you order this again?
Definitely, it was delicious.
Tree would get it again. Would I order this again? Yeah. Yeah. Especially the last. Yo, the weather's so good.
The weather's so nice, yeah.
We've had some cool mornings. The weather's been so good. So this on a little bit of a cooler day sounds pretty good to me.
It's a nice warm dish.
I would get it. Yeah, and if I took this from the beginning and like we're plating it up, we're doing some B-roll, so it's not as hot as it would have been. But serving it super hot, adding a good amount of mumtong, more chili, more lime, I think I'm really into it. Okay, let's vote. The girlfriend wants to sleep. We can do that. All right, so the poll is coming up right now. When the poll comes up, we're going to have 3 minutes and 30 seconds to vote on it. Whatever dish you see, just type in the corresponding number next to it that you want to have. So if you want the shepherd's pie, type a 1. If you want the nem corn dog, oh, let me go through these things first. Okay, a shepherd's pie with a Tang, do you have the timer on right now for the voting?
No.
Okay, so the timing hasn't started, so let me go through these. Shepherd's pie with can kwai ma ingredients. So this is going to be a ground meat mixture with mashed potatoes on top, but the mashed potatoes are going to be made with purple yam. So that's going to be the thing. An American barbecue presented as a bun dao mam tom. Bun dao mam tom is a pressed rice noodle dish that's always going to be served with tofu and fermented shrimp paste. So incorporating American barbecue into that will be the interesting feature. A Vietnamese chili, I think that's pretty self-explanatory, some sort of meaty, thick, tomato-y chili type thing, and I believe it was going to be served with cornbread in some way, was the discussion last time. Only cook with ingredients that start with the letter S. That's self-explanatory, but that's kind of fun. Hensuk Benchang inspired white clam pizza, so this would be a pizza that has tiny little clams, not big ones, tiny little clams on top. And there would probably be some lemongrass, some peanuts sort of vibes to it, but basically an Asian clam pizza, or Vietnamese clam pizza. Bum Bo Hue ravioli in a spicy sauce. Bum Bo Hue is a beef and pork soup flavored with pineapple, lemongrass, and shrimp paste. So somehow we would have to incorporate that into a ravioli and then make a spicy sauce on it. And nem is like basically a sweet pork sausage that's usually served on a stick, that's grilled and usually wrapped with rice noodles and fish sauce. But this is going to be a nem corn dog. So this is going to be some sort of sweet pork sausage dipped in a corn dog batter and then deep fried with some sort of sauce as well. So all those will be cool. Votes are coming in now. We have 5 minutes right now. Whatever dish you want to see, type in the corresponding number. You want the nem corn dog, just type a 7. You want the countryside Viet chili, type in 3. Whatever you want, put them in the chat and you can see that your votes are being counted right now. I'm told that you can't vote twice, but we're going to find out.
Now only one person.
Oh, one person, one vote. Tang fixed it.
Nana said 6.
Oh, Nana voted? Hooray! Nana wants to see. Nana with the Bum Bo Hue ravioli spicy sauce. I'm surprised that was your choice, but okay.
I like all of these for once.
Oh, Weird Dog. I like all these for once. Yeah, he's excited.
Again.
I didn't see that reference there. Doi la yi or doi la ai. I don't think so. Coriander, the heavy mum tum. Didn't see that. Right, exactly. Dang, a nem hot dog is a cool idea. That's definitely a cool idea, but it's not going to win unless it comes back heavy. So 4 minutes left on the vote. Bum Bo Hue ravioli is the current winner. Second place is only cooked with ingredients start with the letter S. Very close race right now. Either one could be the winner here. American barbecue bun dao mam tom is in third place right now, but it has a lot of ground to cover. Fred, did you vote?
I'm working on it.
You're working on it. What's going to be your pick, Fred?
Hold on.
All right, so which one do you want to see, Tree? You can vote, and we'll just add your vote on. Yeah.
Either 17 or either 4 or 6.
Either 4 or 6 you want to see.
Yeah.
4 or 6. 4 is the letter S in the Bumbo Hui wrap. Really? You want 6? You want to eat a spicy sauce?
A spicy sauce?
If you vote for it, you gotta come.
Actually, I didn't think about that.
We got a slut for Tony Soprano over here. Have I ever made a Vietnamese-inspired pot pie? I don't think so.
4.
I don't
Choose
think so.
4.
All right, Tree's voting for the S.
Spicy.
Don't play
S.
with the mic.
Okay.
Cyber Daddy,
Cyber Daddy, you got a vote in there?
100k donation.
Oh, Cyber Daddy in the house!
Whatever.
Nice.
You can put that at the donor vote.
Is that what that is? Donor
Oh.
vote? I didn't see that.
No, you put 1 in that.
That's why I donated first, so that my
Thanks
vote for
for
number
check.
6 counts extra, right?
Yes, if you donate, your vote is a double vote or something.
Yeah.
We didn't discuss how much power it has, but Cyber Daddy coming in with the super chat. Thank you so much, Cyber Daddy.
Yeah, thank you.
And number 6, Bumbo Hui Ravioli. How much time we got left? 2 minutes left on this vote. 2 minutes left.
But I did put it the ravioli one. Please save it for a day. That
You know I'm
at
gonna
the
save it for you. You know I'm gonna save it
CKSK
for you.
co-working lab space.
Please win. Cook with letter S only. Actually.
Which one do you want? The letter S
Yeah,
one.
that actually
Right now,
sounds
cook with
interesting.
letter S, 20 votes. Bumbo Hui Ravioli, 25 votes.
5 more than the tie. Nana
Brittle.
went 4 this time?
Brittle. Oh wait, here we go. Brittle for show. What is can kwai ma? Can kwai ma. Can means soup. Kwai ma is purple yam. So can kwai ma is a purple yam soup.
Yeah, you did. Nana.
So
You did.
and the ingredients would be purple yam, shrimp, and culantro. So it would be a shepherd's pie with those ingredients on top.
Nana,
So basically, instead of a
sorry.
mashed potato, we'd use like a purple yam mashed potato.
Excuse me.
Go ahead.
I don't think Tang fixed it.
I don't know if Nana voted twice. I think she tried to vote twice, but I don't think it counted.
No, 4.
Oh, okay.
And then she said, I think I voted twice.
Damn, nobody wants Gakotho sauce creme caramel flan. Why didn't you put it in the chat? Next time, on Monday, you got to put that suggestion in. We're already voting. But I will do it.
Nem corn dog is interesting.
I think
huh?
nem corn dog's an awesome idea.
Yeah.
It's
I
the-
just think it's not as often as Bumbo Hui ravioli.
It's only got
and
2
spicy sauce.
votes.
I'm ready, baby.
See, that's true. I want to see the Viet chili. I think that's a cool idea. If it doesn't win this week, which I don't think it's gonna win this week, no.
It would have won. Actually, that's what you should have been cooking today.
The Viet chili.
Yeah, but
I hope the Viet chili gets suggested again on Monday. I want to see it happen at some point. It's a cool idea.
30
Keena, what was yours?
seconds.
Oh, Keena's was the S one. Oh, okay. Sammy didn't get on the list today. You can't win every week, Sammy. The rest is not a challenge. Cooking with the letter S is a super challenge. Actually, I think it's easy. I think it's super easy. I mean, I've shrimp and salt.
Yeah, they're
I got shrimp,
spicy.
salt,
Seafood.
succotash,
Seafood.
seafood. That's true.
Spicy.
Yeah, I think I can. Well, that has to be your ingredients with S. But I think the S one, I don't think it's too hard. Look at this tree. Well, is that I poop? Here we go. This is amazing. I poop 0123. Don't stop the toilet reviews, tree. You see that? They love it. They can't get enough.
Okay, fine. But when did I say I was gonna stop though? Toilet.
Bumbo Hui Welling.
It's N.
Oh, the poll's end. Okay, we have a winner. Woo! Bumbo Hui Ravioli and a spicy. Ooh, this is interesting now. You know that means I gotta make pasta on live, and I gotta roll pasta on live, and then I gotta make raviolis live.
Dang it.
Woo!
Whatever.
It's gonna be a lot of work that day. And then I gotta make a filling too. That's gonna be a big day. Okay. No
oh
problem.
really? I thought that one would be quite easy, huh?
I gotta make pasta, and then I gotta roll pasta. And I gotta
Pasta's
make
so easy to make.
pasta's not so easy to make.
I used to make it every day at Scylla.
I used to make it
Very
every
easy.
day, and my arms are gonna get stronger.
Who are the two?
You made it in a machine.
You made a pasta maker.
Who
I
are
have a
the
pasta
two?
roller.
No, right here. See?
Oh, this kid?
Yeah, just tell him to keep rolling.
You know how long it's gonna take him to roll pasta dough, to knead pasta dough?
No, you just tell him to do the cranking for you.
No, that's even not. No,
Who are the 2 people that said 7?
what's wrong?
I can't find anyone who said 7, but 2 people said it.
Oh, the nem corn dog. That's okay. I love this suit. Fantastic. Toilet review. We want a tree to do a toilet review for a CKSK toilet. I'm not gonna let him say anything right now because we got to make a video because it's gonna be hilarious. I promise you it's not a 10, and I promise you it's not a 1. But we'll definitely get a toilet review of the CKSK studio. Okay. Nem corn dog could be a viral recipe. Agreed. So we will be back on Monday, 10 a.m. Indochina time, aka Sunday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So depending on what part of the world you're watching, it'll be a different day. You got to show up at the right time. And we'll be making a gumbo ravioli with a spicy sauce, and we will be needing your suggestions in the chat for the next episode of Cook in the Comments. Anything else? Anything you want to wrap it up with? Here's Tree. I won. Sorry for the work. Been following since you made bubble tea on TikTok. First live stream. Thank you, dude. Awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you for the suggestion. It is a cool suggestion. And yeah, I got to think that one through. A filling. It's going to be a meat filling. It's probably going to be a beef filling. Yeah, that's going to be an interesting one. I guess that's going to be it. See? Yeah. See? Let us know how the toilet paper is. Oh, for CKSK Studio?
Yeah.
Very soon, and by very soon I mean not very soon, maybe in a year or something, we will have branded, world famous Trees Toilet Reviews toilet paper. We want to have Trees Toilet Paper, 10 out of 10, softest toilet paper in the world, the best
You
toilet
should
paper.
have never told them
That's
that.
so funny.
You should have like done a commercial when it came out, not like a.
No, we got to build hype. They got to know it's coming, and they got to be excited. And we're doing market research. People want your toilet paper, Tree. They want to know what touches your bum. What's your preferred texture? All right, anyway. I want to see the pork blood there. Allie, I went to the market. I didn't see pork blood. I was looking for it. I was going to make like a pork blood sort of chutney or crumble I was going to put on top. I couldn't find any.
I'm going to bed now.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone.
Cool. Thank you so much for watching. It was a great time. I'm really enjoying the progress, and I really enjoy your suggestions. It's super fun challenge. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel. If you want to go on a food tour with me or join a pop-up at CKSK, check out chatcookingup.com. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. See you later. Peace.
Wait, this guy voted twice as well. But he said one most times.
You want to say bye?
Peace. That's awkward.
Okay. Let's get this portioned out. Let's get this young man on some dishes so I don't have to